Welcome, Nerdy Knights of the well-rounded table, to Bohemian Geek Studies, where we take extremely dorky dives into our favorite fandoms. I'm Queen of Queries and Defender of House Elves and Magical Creatures, Sarah O'Connor. Welcome, welcome.
Watch a BGS. I'm Colleen McMillan, Gryffindor Prefect.
I am Quidditch commentator, Anders Drew.
And manager of Mischief, Flo Siegel.
And you know, we might not have all, and we might have all graduated from Hogwarts not long ago, but our heads could still do with some filling, so let's head to class. And since we are into October now, we're going to be examining and theorizing about what happens during Halloween at Hogwarts. So let's get into Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. Angst upon angst. Anders, what happened on Halloween that year? Could you tell us?
So this one's actually interesting. No, I can't specifically tell you because this is the first time that we don't actually get a description of Halloween. There's no major event on Halloween that year. We don't even get a mention of the feast. We can pretty much safely assume that there was one because there is one every year. But, you know, Harry's just all wrapped up in his own mind. Maybe he's just not paying attention to...
Even the food is bland to him these days.
Even the food's bland. So some things that we do know that are just kind of going on around that time. Quidditch is obviously starting to ramp up. So Harry's very focused on that. Umbridge has officially, I believe, if not by Halloween, then probably just a little bit after Halloween, she gets herself instituted it as the High Inquisitor and is starting to inspect the teachers. So tensions are high. All that angst is going on. So on that front, I mean, generally speaking, if we were to theorize about what went down on Halloween that year, what do you guys think?
I think Fred and George are busy planning and plotting for sure.
Yeah.
It's true. It's Fred and George's senior year.
So they're definitely, especially once Umbridge starts gaining that much power, I'm sure they're just sitting there like, what can we do?
I think everyone is just like generally kind of down. Like,
yes.
Everyone besides the Slytherins are like, what is happening here? Because you know,
and not all Slytherins. I'll say this: not all Slytherins.
Of course,
but inquisitorial squad.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're feeling
the ones who get named.
Right.
I also wonder, like, how students were behaving toward, like, we know how they behave towards Harry in terms of like not believing him that Voldemort's back, but I wonder like how much tension there was overall between like those who believe Harry and those who don't, and like we don't really see a ton of like
non-student stuff,
right?
Yeah.
So I just wonder if just like it was just a gloomy time overall.
Yeah.
I think it was a very gloomy time overall because I don't know. It feels a little bit like right now if one were to make comparisons. And speaking at least from my little nook in Hobbitville, there can be gloom and doom going on, and different versions of truthiness cannot always be believed. And sometimes those who are speaking out are being called the liars. So I think at least for Harry it was a gloomy time. I think for, I don't know, another decent portion of the Hogwarts population, it was as if nothing was really going on, so why rock the boat? And for another portion of the population it was like a heyday was starting to have a reckoning, so we might as well see what happens because this feels good.
Yeah.
Was Dumbledore there for Halloween? Do we know?
I think so.
He was.
I don't think he left yet.
So.
She doesn't become, because she's High Inquisitor before before he leaves.
So Dumbledore's there. It's not until book 6 that he really starts leaving. But who's actually not there, I just realized this, thinking about what Fred and George might be doing with a prank. I was like thinking, oh, maybe they were going to try and do something with Hagrid's pumpkins, but actually Hagrid is not there either. Hagrid's not there to do the decorations.
Yeah. Oh, but it was dismal.
Oh man, that is so gloomy. Yeah.
So depressing.
Oh man. I mean,
Oh, guys, I think Filch
Filch
could definitely decorate for Halloween. He's got all those manacles and shit. Like,
a lot of skulls,
This
very
is true.
skull
he's got
heavy.
that dungeon aesthetic going on.
Very chic. Very chic.
Mm-hmm.
Oof,
Bloody
yikes.
Baron would feel right at home.
Totally.
Mhm. Yeah, I
But,
think
I
there's
mean-
just a lot of strife.
Yeah.
Like I said, Dean and Seamus probably had a problem this year because
Yeah.
Dean
Yeah.
believed Harry and
Oh yeah.
Seamus was very vehemently against him.
Could you imagine having to sleep in the same like bedroom
Oof.
with that? Like,
Tension.
Well-
I can't believe Harry stayed together as well as he did.
Yeah. I mean, to be
Mm.
fair, like all of his other roommates were on his side. So as long as he just like ignored Seamus, he was pretty much okay.
Mhm.
yeah.
And
Especially
like Ron
Ron
would
stood
have
up for him.
killed him. So if Seamus had said anything, Ron would have just pummeled him.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Mm.
Love him.
Oh, our sweet little Weasley.
Ah,
But yeah, oof, yeah, just
yeah, it's just a rough year.
Mm.
You didn't have to be scared by anything Halloween because Umbridge was scary enough. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Umbridge likes to appear sweet, but do you guys think that she's down with Halloween candy?
I could see her definitely being into like the candy aspects of this.
Yeah.
Like
I think she likes black licorice because it's the devil's candy, and that's probably what she likes.
Throwing down the
I think she's
gauntlet.
all in. I think she is all in on candy corn.
I also think she likes candy because doesn't she put a ton of sugar in her tea? Like, don't we
Mhm.
see that when Harry?
Yeah.
I think it's a movieism that, but yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of what made me think of it though. Like
Yeah.
she is the type who would do that. She's got that
Overly
laugh.
saccharine.
I feel like she's really like this is not so much Halloween, but she's like really into those candy hearts for Valentine's Day.
The
like,
chalk
Oh,
ones.
definitely.
Yeah, the chalk ones. Yeah.
See, I think she really likes, I think, are they called Good and Plenties? Those
That's
like pink.
licoricey.
Exactly. So they're the pink and white, and she'd be like, and then just like pop one in,
Yeah.
and then pop another one in.
Yeah, she strikes me as absolutely the type. I mean, she is the epitome of that. The bad witch who is enticing children with candy. She's like trying to
Yeah.
bribe. She's trying to bribe the
Yes.
students into spying for her, and is
She's
offering
probably
up
like
sweets.
giving them all those like candy necklaces, but she spiked them all with Veritaserum.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Thank goodness she can't make that because for real. Like at least Snape was smart enough to be like, yeah, I'm not giving that to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she could like procure it somewhere though,
Yeah.
if she like
Mhm.
really wanted it.
Right.
Yes.
She just thought that Snape would be.
Yeah, she thought
Amenable.
he would be exactly.
And then he's like, no.
No, bitch.
I'm the only one who can give our
Get out
students
the
true
way.
serum.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's a good place to leave it for us to wrap
Yeah.
up this book. So thanks
Bit
for
of a bummer year.
I
yeah,
know.
bit of a bummer, yeah, y'all. Hopefully, well, that was more Australian than British. So thanks for being with us, everyone, and come back next time for our next detailed dorky dive. If you prefer listening to us on your podcast format instead of on YouTube, you can find us on iTunes, TuneIn, or Spotify. And if you're watching on YouTube, you know what? Subscribe, like, do things that help us grow so that we can continue being really dorky for your entertainment. And subscribe and tell other Nerdy Knights to join us. Thanks for allowing us to be with you today. And if you have any questions, queries, or theories, email us at bohemiangeekstudies@gmail.com. And you can find us pretty much anywhere looking Bohemian Geek Studies except for Twitter, which is just Geek Studies. So until next time, wands up and keep those pages turning. Thanks, everyone. Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.